Welcome to Chicago. Matty Medved starts on pole from Dominic Hudson and O'Quee. Then it's Arman Cyril, Nicholas Palomino, and Akari Lopez in the top 6. Ray Shen starts 7th from Dav Sanchez and Bob Marino. Then it's Niven Colby in 10th from Tommy, Miłosz Majka, Hash Sheldon, and Lan Fong. Wek Loco is only 15th today. Then it's Pierre Gasly and Gabriela Varkson. Then it's Carson Thornburg, Max Borka, Inocu, your boy, and Lewis Olsen. Medved is back on pole, but he's got the championship leader right behind him. All 5 lights go on in Chicago. And INDYCAR is underway, and a rocket ship of a start there from Dominic Hudson off the line. He's already drawing level with Matty Medved as they head down into turn number 1. Trying to get alongside, but just can't hold it. Palomino moves up into 4th position as his teammate moves up into 2nd. Good start there from the 99 of O'Quee, and a better start from his teammate. On board we go with car 93. After winning his first race in the ERL, Palomino and Quee look like an unstoppable force. Currently running 2nd and 3rd, ready to pounce on Medved if he is to make a mistake. Hudson and Cyril, 2 drivers who were known for partnering with or either being a rookie last season. Got close to the wall in the prior chicane, but through that kept it a lot cleaner. And those chicanes back there, those are the ones that you gotta be most careful of. Lewis Olsen has made up 2 positions. Only men to start this race on the hards were Sheldon and your boy, so those 2 will be trying to win on strategy. But out in front, it's Matty Medved who leads from the 2 Hyperdrive men. Just a note on Hyperdrive BBX, definitely performing a lot better than how they are in Formula E. I mean, in INDYCAR, these guys are leading the championship confidently. Meanwhile, in Formula E, yes, they're still in the title battle, but they need a lot more luck. I believe Hash Sheldon was just hit with a corner cut warning, and more track limits coming in as the 2 Penske's fighting it out over 15th position. Quee currently in front of his rookie teammate. As look at the pack heading through that chicane. It's a wonder they don't hit the wall through there with how close they are to the walls. And oh, the Blartson has been gifted a 5-second time penalty. That's a collision with Wek Loco. We saw him go a little deeper through the chicane than he would have wanted to, and that's basically because he was bumped. Carson Thornburg's dropping down the order. He's dropped to 21st. Medved's with the new fastest lap. And Cyril is now up into 3rd. Palomino beginning to struggle as Ray Shen moves up into 5th position in front of Dominic Hudson, who's just been gifted a corner cut penalty. Side by side, those 2 go. Looking back with the 33, got close to the wall, but he drops behind Hudson for a second and moves back in front of him. And a full course caution. Carson Thornburg is out. Almost collected an INDYCAR, but luckily the Hong Kong driver just about able to avoid the now stricken Chip Ganassi car. So as one Chip Ganassi racing car leads the pack, the other one is out of this race. Attack mode has been in operation for a while as well, folks, but this will allow the drivers to try and build up some more push to pass as they get back underway. And a very good jump there from Cyril. How was Palomino's? It wasn't bad, I'll give him that, but it also wasn't good. Quee definitely did not have a very good restart. He's trying to close up to the back of Matty Medved, but he just hasn't got it right now. On board we are with the 93 of Nicholas Palomino. He and Cyril both with attack mode, but only one of these guys is moving up into 2nd. Arman Cyril in the 90 moves up into 2nd position in front of the 2 championship leaders. On board we go with the rookie in the 93. Currently looking for the rookie of the year, the rookie of the season rather, honors in INDYCAR. Quee, you can see him there as our cameras struggle to keep up. Trying to close up to the back of Cyril, but look at the amount of wear on that front left. absolutely hammered through this lap, and that's something that all the drivers are going to have to be very worried about through their second and third stints. And RQ was looking for a way past, and out of the race goes your boy. The rookie is on the wall. Full course caution on lap 4 of 15. And now for Hyperdrive. These guys are the only team who have 2 drivers in the top 5. I mean, you have to drop down to 7th with Hudson and Cyril to see... No, it's 6th with Cyril and INDYCAR to see 2 drivers in the top 10 together. But Cyril, Prix, and Rayshen, as well as Sanchez and Tommy coming in. Another set of softs going on for Prix, but he was held due to the men in front of him. On board with Dominic Hudson, closing up to the back of INDYCAR. At 31, trying to go for a top 3 before the pit stop phase, and he's going to need it because of the fact he's got that time penalty. So now, coming through the second sector into this chicane, and you know, if you've got low grip through here, it's not going to go well, especially if you're going 2x2. Just keep that in mind for future reference in this race. On board we are with Rayshen. It's roughly how I expect most drivers to make their way through that chicane. Shen in front of Prix, who dropped behind Cyril. The aforementioned Prix, he dropping back behind, and Rayshen too. In comes Akari, Palomino, Colby, and Lamthong. Marino was staying out as Medvets did come in, so it's Hudson who leads the pack on lap 6 of 15. The medium tyres working well for him. I think Shen, yes, he's benefited so much from the undercut here. The Firestone tyres for this season, at the start of the season at the very least, were, to put it lightly, explosive. Now, however, they look anything but. They look quite robust and predictable, which is what the teams wanted. They wanted tyres that, yes, would give strategy, because that was a mission statement for the Firestones, as Olsen gets a 3rd and final track limits warning. But, you know, with all of that being said, the tyres that we've seen in the past couple of races have not really been puncturing that often, which is a relief to a lot of the teams and drivers. Michael Oko, he's done the longest stint after coming into the pits on 2 laps on those hards, and, well, he's dropped down the order quite a bit. Cyril has stayed out and now leads the pack on merit. Hash Sheldon has done 7 laps on his hard tyres. The Indian driver trying to defend from the 33 who's now alongside him. But it's going to be close to the wall and just about for Rayshen, taking 2nd position for the Hyperdrive duo right now, currently running 11th. And in 4th, they need to step up the pace, because otherwise, that 2-3 that we saw in the opening lap, yeah, that's not coming back. Unless they've got a monster of a strategy planned. We did expect to see a 2-stop today, but I'm not too sure if we will see that. Sheldon's dropped down to 4th with those very, very worn hard tyres at half race distance. It does mean that theoretically, if you're one of the hard tyre runners out there right now, you could try and extend to the end. I wouldn't want to. It's a very dangerous game to play, but in comes the 54. I think those are mediums going on, if not those are softs. Softs going on. Don't think he can make it to the end, but he might if he can play the game well. But of course, he's a rookie. Hasn't been playing the game for too long. Niven Colby closing up to the back of Akari Lopez in front of him. Sanchez all over the back of Tommy. On board we go with the 72, who is itching to get a ride in Formula E again, whether that be with Andretti or another team in the ERL. As he coming to that chicane. You know, there are rumours circulating when the team first joined the ERL that Sanchez would have gone to the Pinnacle Motorsport team. That didn't come to fruition. With Akari doing the rest of Season 4 in INDYCAR and the rest of Season 25 in Formula E driving his cars, it's a question that does need to be answered as Prix, with some heavily worn soft tyres, moves up into second position. He's back where he was. He needs to get his teammate there with him. Palomino is 16 seconds off the lead and 13 off of his teammate. Medved's the pole sitter, close to the wall, fighting with Ray Shen. Look at those two. They're separated by about, I don't know, 50 inches? Barely anything. So on board with the 66, who is losing a bit of time, might want to try and use some of that push to pass after the chicane. LeBarton, track limits warning further back. And he's trying to close in, but he's not going for any, you know, unsavory, unsafe moves. And that's a very good thing to see from Matty. As you can see, the 37 of Nevin Colby struggling on those softs too. This is what we meant by seeing some less robust, some faster wearing tyres. As in comes Prix for his second and final stop. Another set of softs. I don't know what Hyperdrive's thinking with that. They have to use the mediums at one point. I guess Mante is doing the same thing. Okay. These are some strategy decisions. Will they be race-winning strategy decisions? I don't think so. But we will see as out of the race. Who's that? It's that the race leader. Arman Cyril out of this race. And that's an engine failure for the man who's been leading ever since the pit stop phase. Honestly, that is such a shame for the entire Pinnacle Motorsports outfit, not just their Apex Pinnacle division. But that does elevate Ray Shen to the race lead now in that 33 car. The Chinese driver winning in America. Don't know how well that's going to go down, but it's still going to be a great win nonetheless. Lewis Olsen, time penalty for causing collision. Is he going for a lunge? He might have to. He does not. I thought he was going to... Oh my goodness, that was just... Was that Prix? That was Prix. Blasting past. And oh, another full course caution. And Wek Loco is out. Another engine failure, we believe. Akari Lopez now leads on lap 11 of 15. For him to win this race, we believe he's going to have to extend his tires. Shen reemerges in third from Tommy and Lam Fong, Colby and Palomino. Look at that from Palomino, the pit exit. The two Hyperdrive drivers right now are running a net. Let me see if I've got this right. A net P5 and 6. It's not bad, but it's also not great. It's not where that team needs to be, in my opinion. Oh, that's close to the wall between Micah and Sanchez. They are holding each other right to the necks. Shen's gotten past Marino. Palomino still in front of his teammate. The racing that we often get around this track can be amazing sometimes. Not always. I think we're seeing one of those tracks around a track like the one we've got here in Chicago, where sometimes it's good, but most of the time it's just not. And that's okay. There's always going to be some duds in the ERL, as in comes Bob Marino. Medium's going on. And he will re-emerge quite close to his teammate, I believe, near the back of the pack. So Akari stretching it out with those hard tyres as Gabriella Barton, who's done the same distance, comes into the pits. 33%. That's all the Barton had left. What does Akari have left? He's got 42 in the tank. Might be able to make it to the end, but a race win? Not while Ray Shen is near. He's closing him. He's 3/10 off the back of him. Akari was weaving a lot coming out of that chicane. The gap is 4/10 of a second, and Ray Shen will get attack mode, exiting the final 2 turns. The question is, does he need it? He just breezes around the outside. Ray Shen takes the lead in Chicago. In comes Akari Lopez. He couldn't make it to the end, and he will go for the 2-stop. Lam Fong, I think, will also do the same thing for the strategy. And Lewis Olsen, 5-second time penalty for cutting a corner on his own. That's bad. Meanwhile, Schmeicher, medium's going on for his 3rd and probably final stop. Don't know how he's managed to do 3 stops in this race. And I think with Palomino up in 4th position, we could see a change for the lead of the championship today. Almost certainly will. The question is, will it go to Palomino or will it go to Shen, Tommy or Colby if they've scored enough points in the races before this? That's kind of how our point system works. Medvets is closing up to the back of Kui too, so those soft tyres on Kui's car not really been working to how Hyperdrive BBX would have wanted. Don't know if they'll keep up the 2-stop strategy or if they will bring him into the pits as Borkar and Sanchez, 2 drivers confirmed to be racing in the Race of Champions in August. Definitely not having the best of times right now. Ray Shen currently leading the pack on the penultimate lap. Hasn't been quite the barn burner that we've often seen in the ERL. But for Kui, he's struggling on his tyres. We could see something late on in the race. But I don't think we'll see a puncture today. I hope we don't. Marino fighting over 13th. Fighting over 12th, rather. Ray Shen's been given a corner cut warning. If he gets another one, that could be a penalty. 5-second time penalty for Niven Colby. And that brings Palomino to the podium currently. Medved's corner cut. Look at how much weaving these guys are doing with how little tread is left on their tyres. We begin the final lap here in Chicago. Ray Shen leading the pack from Tommy and Niven Colby. Then it's Nicolas Palomino of Spain from teammate O'Quee and Matty Medvets. Medvets with attack mode. He's attacking. Not using... Oh, he is using push to pass as he now pulls out of the slipstream into the first chicane. They go. Quee goes off the track. So did Medvets. He's still fighting. Dumping all of his push to pass to use. Close to the wall and out of the race for Matty Medvets. A daring last lap move has come up short. That could end the activities for today. And oh, that's a late break for Pierre. Don't think there should be any problems with that Power Motorsports car. For Ray Shen though, no problems all day long. Good exit from Palomino. He's trying to take 3rd on the road too. And as Quee comes through the chicane and goes off the track, gets a time penalty for corner cut, close to the wall. Ray Shen wins in Chicago. Full course caution though. Pierre Gasly out of this race at that very wall. The gap between Quee and Akari definitely going to be managed though. After that corner cut, 4% for the 99. He's gotta be happy that this race is ending under the full course cautions right now. He hits 2 as he comes across the line after 6 laps on the softs. As we get back under greens, I think Akari moves up into 5th rather. I think he's done just about what he needs to. Wasn't quite the barn burner we hoped for, but you're not always going to get those. Ray Shen taking victory here in Chicago from Tommy and Nicholas Palomino, your top three, as you can see them on the podium. Good stuff from the McLaren team to get another win this season. As for the rest of your finishers, Devin Colby was 4th from Akari Lopez and O'Quee. Then it's Max Bortka, Dominic Hudson, Bob Marino, and Enoch Yu. No fastest lap point was awarded to any of the members of the top 10. Outside of that top 10, you've got Lam Fong, Miłosz Majka, Sheldon, and Daf Sanchez from Lewis Olsen and Gabriela Barkton, with your non-finishers being Gasly, Medvets, Loco, Cyril, or Cyril, or however you're meant to pronounce it, your boy, and Carson Thornburg. Nicholas Palomino leads the standings. The rookie driver leads by over a race win. That's 30 points in front of teammate O'Quee and Max Bortka, who are tied on 43 points. Shen is on 41 from Gasly and Sheldon. Then it's Tommy, Cyril, Miłosz Majka, Marino, your boy, Niven Colby, Carson Thornburg, Akari Lopez, Gabriela Barkton, Matty Medvets, and Dav Sanchez tied with Wet Loco and Lam Fong. Then it's Hudson, Olsen, and Yu in the Constructors' standings heading into the 7th round of the season in Surfers Paradise. Hyperdrive BBX lead the way on 116 points from Aaron McLaren SP and Andretti Green Racing. Then it's Apex Pinnacle, Team Penske, Manthe Motorsport, Revolution Racing, Chip Ganassi, Power Motorsport, AJ Foyt Enterprise, and Maya Shank. The fight for the Constructors' Championship from second behind were really exciting. Just don't ask them who they're fighting up against. And for Nicholas Palomino, while he may not have won today, he's definitely looking for the championship this season. From all of us here at Spark Plug Motorsports, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time when the ERL returns.